want to talk about how to shift your reality in 2025. Let's release, reset, and reinvent. So it's a brand new year, right? And the world is buzzing with fresh possibilities. But here's the thing. To truly transform your life in 2025, you've got to let go of those old stories that are holding you back. Think of it like upgrading your phone's operating system. I just had to shell out some money to buy a brand new iPhone. I know my iPhone was 6 years old, so it was time. I was working on a 3G phone instead of a 5G, and half the apps didn't work right because of it. But when you think about your life and your direction and compare it to what we do with our technology, you'd never get the cool new features on your phone, right? If you're stuck in last year's version or a 6-year-old version phone like I had. So let's start with the mindset shift. Did you know that 90% of your thoughts, yes, 90% of your thoughts today, they're the same ones that you had yesterday? I thought that was really wild to think about that. And this is according to the National Science Foundation. So if you've been replaying that same unhelpful script in your mind over and over, it's no wonder why you feel stuck. The good news is that you can change your mental playlist by practicing self-awareness and mindfulness. So one of those ways is to release the past. Here's a crazy statistic. People who regularly journal their emotions, they reduce their stress by 27%. And that's according to the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology. So grab a notebook and let's get those feelings out. But by naming and releasing them, you'll free up your mental real estate for what's next. And that's what we need to talk about, is what is next. So a practical tip here could be start with a brain dump. Set a timer for maybe 10 minutes and write down every thought, worry, or emotion that comes to mind. So just like let it all out, no matter how it looks. Don't judge or filter it. Just let it flow. And once you're done, take a moment to reflect on what you've written and identify patterns or reoccurring themes. Awareness is the first step towards change. So it's almost like if you're addicted to alcohol or sugar, you have to take that first step by acknowledging that you're an addict, right? So create a new blueprint for yourself. Let's visualize this, right? Every time you create a goal, your brain releases dopamine. It's that happy little chemical that boosts motivation. So write down one bold vision for 2025 that excites you. Then reverse engineer it with actionable steps. Science says that 42% are more likely to achieve their goals when they write them down. And that's according to the Dominican University of California. So write down your goals, what you want to achieve, but don't just write them down. Put a plan in action. This blueprint, it's almost equivalent to, like creating a blueprint for building a house or creating a plan for anything. There has to be steps involved, right? So write down the steps. What types of things do you see that can move you to progress? So want to make this process even more powerful? Break your goals down into quarterly milestones. I do that a lot just to kind of take things in small chunks and celebrate the small wins along the way. We have to live and enjoy, right? So research from Harvard Business Review, they show that acknowledging progress, it boosts long-term success and it keeps you motivated. So break things down. Even if it's once a quarter, you're revisiting your steps, maybe tweaking and revising, but try that out. I know that it works for me. And so try this exercise today. Write down 3 things that you're ready to let go of. 3. So an example might be maybe negative self-talk or procrastination or fear of failure. Then you're going to want to list 3 new habits or beliefs that you want to adopt. So shift and replace. Take a lot of these habits and create new ones. So an example could be daily meditation or prioritizing self-care or maybe embracing a growth mindset. And what do those steps look like for your new habits and new beliefs? What do you need to do? Do you want to get up a little bit earlier in the morning? Do you want to block out parts of your day to make sure that you're fitting these things in? So have a plan. And visualize your future self, living that upgraded reality. What's one thing that you've mastered or maybe remastered that you can start practicing now? So an example can be confident public speaking or a consistent time management strategy. Blocking out time in your calendar, making sure that you have your top 3 priorities for the day aligned each day. So visualize your future self. Put yourself in that environment mentally. Maybe you're not there yet, but when you start to put it in your mind mentally, when you get there, it'll be a piece of cake because you've already been dreaming and thinking that you're in that mindset. So go for it. Boost your transformation with some of these research-backed tools as well. So if you're thinking about meditation, there's meditation apps, for example. Studies show that 10 minutes a day of daily meditation can improve your focus and reduce your stress. So try apps like Headspace or Calm to get started. They're really great apps that are very guiding and, really can take you from a beginner to someone that's more advanced. So give that a shot. Habit tracking, I talk a lot about that in my videos, but use tools like different apps that are available or a spreadsheet or even just a simple journal to track your progress. According to Atomic Habits author James Clear, tracking your habits makes you more accountable and encourages consistency. And consistency is the key here. We need to make a daily plan of how we're going to get there, and we need to be consistent. So here's to 2025 being your most transformative year yet. You've got the power to shift your reality. The question is, are you ready to take that leap? Let's do this. So if you found this content valuable, please consider sharing, please consider subscribing, and we'll see you on the next video.